Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone doing this evening? So February is a big grant month. So I wanted to go over a couple of grants, kind of go through the application so you guys can really see how simple it is to apply for business grants. Okay, so if you have a business, you're going to need your LLC, your EIN, and a business bank account because the money has to go into a business bank account. They cannot go into a personal account. They can't Cash App you. They can't Venmo you. So we got to at least have those three things. LLC, EIN, and business bank account. So when we're talking about getting grant funding, the benefit of getting grant funding is, number one, I think the most important reason is we don't have to pay the money back, okay? When we are either starting our business, growing our business, a lot of times cash flow is going to be an issue. If we add another monthly bill, if we add another credit card bill, if we go get a loan, that extra note, depending on how tight our cash flow is, it may be too much, okay? And then if the cash flow is too, if we incur too much debt and we can't pay the debt, then now we still can't start the business, okay? Let me get my monkeys, hold on. And with that debt is going to come the monkeys, right? The monkeys is stress. So when we're doing our business, it's stressful enough. We don't need to add the monkeys on our neck. So for this reason, grants are a great way to get capital into your business. So number one, we don't have to pay the money back. Number two, it's not based on credit, okay? It's not based on credit. It's not based on revenue. It's not based on tax returns. We don't need profit and loss statements. We need no financials, okay? None. So I want to preference when I go through how simple the application is, why I stress people to be applying for 5 to 10 business grants a month to increase your chances of winning, to make you more comfortable with applying for grants. But grants are a great resource to get capital to your business, to expand, to get inventory, to remodel, to pay payroll. Now, when you get the grant money, we need to spend it on business expenses, okay? So that is the benefit of grants. Now, there are a lot of grants coming up in February. I'm going to do a startup grant, and I'm going to do a grant for an existing business. If you guys are wanting more information on how to find grants, how to apply for grants, I am doing a free class tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want the link, if you're on my Instagram, comment bank in the comments, and a link will be sent to you. If you're on my TikTok, click the link in my bio, and I believe that first link will be the link to sign up for my free class tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. The first grant's going to be the Galaxy Grant. Okay, Galaxy Grant. It's going to be a startup grant. It's going to be for $2,750. It's going to be for a for-profit business. So all the grants that I'm talking about are going to be for regular businesses, not nonprofits. It's going to be for-profit businesses, okay? The deadline for the Galaxy Grant is going to be March 31st. And let's do the grant application, okay? First, I need your email address. They want your first and last name and your zip code. They want to know what your gender is. There are going to be 3 drop-down buttons. One's going to be for your ethnicity. One's going to be for your business status. So for the startup grant, either you currently have a business or you would like to start a business. Okay, so for the startup grant on this one, you don't even have to have an LLC. So everyone who's saying, can I get grant money to form my LLC? Can I get grant money, to get a website? On this Galaxy Grant, you don't even have to have the LLC, okay? They're just saying, would you like to start a business? So if anyone on here doesn't have a business, but they want a business, then baby, here we go. The third question is going to be, who are you referred by? And you're going to click a box to agree to the terms and conditions. And that's grant number one. So if you can't type in your email address, your name, your zip code, your gender, and you do have an option that says you prefer not to say what your gender is, your ethnicity, your business status, you have a business, you want to get one, and then click the terms and hit enter. If we can't do that, then we don't need to be starting a business. Okay, so that's how simple the Galaxy of Stars grant is. It's $2,750, and the due date is March 31st. So for my people who have multiple LLCs, every LLC needs to be applying for this. Okay, so if I have Joy's Barbecue, I got Joy's Boutique, I got Joy's Lashes, I would then apply for this same grant for all three entities, okay? So that's the first one, the Galaxy of Stars grant. I do have a grant bundle that has over 1,000 business grants. If you want a link to that, you're on my Instagram, comment grants. If you're on my TikTok, I think it's the second link in my bio, will be the link to the grants. Okay, so our second grant is going to be, this is going to be for, because it's Black History Month, it's going to be for African Americans. City Trends is having a Black History Makers grant. Black History Makers grant by City Trends, okay? This grant is going to be due by February 28th, okay? Black History Makers grant, I believe in my grant bundle, is going to be number 138. And it's due on February 28th of this month. This grant's going to be for $5,000, okay? So we have to first enter our email address. Then next they want your name, your email address. They want your birthday. I'm having to fill it in to get to the different screens. They want your address. Hold on, my email is available. joyhunt@hotmail.com. Okay. Okay, they don't like my email. They don't like my email address. Hold on, let me do a real email address. Info. Let's do a real email address. Info@the-firm CD group. Let's just start over. They don't like my Hotmail address. See, this little raggedy Hotmail got me. Hold on. Okay, let's do a real email address. Okay, info@thefirmcdgroup.com. Bam. So they want your name, email address, your birthday, and your address. That can't be all, baby. That's all Black City. That's all that the Black History Makers wanted. So that's our second grant. That's for $5,000. Okay, that's the Black History Makers grant by City Trends. At least see how simple these grants are. So when everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I need a grant writer. I can't apply for a grant." The thing about business grants is that most of the applications, well, all the applications are going to be online. We're not having to write a 20-page grant proposal. We're not having to, come up with all, it's just answering these questions. But I do want to find a grant that has some questions. So come on, give me a real grant. Let's see. Let me get a real grant. Because these are just too simple. Where's our little Amber grant? Where's the Amber grant? Here's another grant that's open every single month. When's this one due? Now the Amber grant does cost $15 to apply. But this grant's open every single month. This one's going to be your name, email address, business name, website. And here are the 2 questions you have to fill out. Number 1, tell us about your business or business idea. So this Amber grant is going to be for, I believe it's $5,000. And then you get entered to be able to apply for the $10,000 grant. I'm sorry, it's a $10,000 grant, but you can also be entered into the $25,000 grant. So at the end of the quarter, they do a $25,000 grant, but this one is for every month is for $10,000. They want to know your name, your email address, and they want to know your website or your Facebook page. Here's the thing. You don't have to have these things, but I suggest that you have them to make your application stand out. A business email address. We don't want to do Gmail. We don't want to do Yahoo. We don't want to do me.com, iCloud. Those are considered personal email addresses, okay? You want to have a branded email address. info@yourbusinessname.com. Customer service at yourbusinessname.com. Your name at yourbusinessname.com. When you have a branded email address, it makes your business look more professional. Number 2, it shows that you really are serious about your business. Now, we're already asking for free money. Can we at least go a little extra step and go ahead and get us a branded email address? A branded email address will probably cost you $24 for the year. You can go on GoDaddy. You can go on G Suite. If you are in my class tomorrow at 7 p.m., it's free. I'm going to walk you through how to get a branded email address, okay? But we got to make our business stand out. So a business email address. They want a website or a Facebook page. We need to have a website and a business Facebook page. I mean, a business, either Facebook or a business Instagram page. That just shows that we have a real business, okay? If funds are an issue, you can go to Squarespace. You can go to Wix. They have templates that you can just change the colors out. Or you can go on Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Maybe for $100, get you a little website, or at least get you a landing page, a one-page website that has your logo, email, phone number, all that good stuff. But we want our application to stand out. I'm not saying just, throw anything up there, you're going to get the money. We want to win the grant, not just apply. So give me a branded email address and give me a landing page or a website. Now, here's the thing. We're going to still apply for this grant with the landing page or not. At least have the domain name. The domain name will be the www.blah, blah, blah. So we can at least write the domain name in the application. This grant, I think, is due at the end of the month. This one's going to be due at the end of the month. So you at least have the whole month to come up with the website, right? So they're not going to go through all the applications until the due date. So although we don't have a website yet, at least get the domain name, and then we have at least, what's today? Today is the 3rd. We at least have 20-something days to go and then make us a landing page or a website, okay? So for the Amber grant, they want our name, email address, business name, which is optional. I wouldn't say it's optional. Go ahead and put it on there. And we want to do a website or our business social media page. If you want to have like a detailed class on how to apply for these grants, if you're on my Instagram page, type in bank in the comments for a link to my class tomorrow, my live class tomorrow. I'm a little nervous because I'm in technology. My live class on business funding that's not based on credit, business structure, and marketing your business. If you're on my TikTok page, you need to go to the link in my bio and click that first link for the masterclass. Okay. Now here's the question. These have 2 questions. Tell us about your business or business idea. Then it has like a little sub question. What motivates you? what's the story behind your business? What motivates you? What's the story behind your business? And then what are the opportunities and challenges? Okay. So tell us about your business. What motivates you? What's the story behind your business? And what are the opportunities and challenges? So what motivates you? Now we're talking about our business, right? So, fitness may motivate you, saving the whales may motivate you. We want to curtail this to really what motivates you about why either you started your business, why you started your entrepreneurial journey. Let's keep the what motivates you somehow business related or related to the problem that your business solves, okay? What's the story behind your business? Why did you start the business? What's the backstory? Let me make up something. Okay, I'll tell a real story. So, for those who don't know, I used to have a salon franchise. I had 10 salons throughout Texas and Louisiana, right? And I started my salon franchise as I was an attorney. So I was like attorney in the morning, and then I would go check on my salons in the afternoon. I eventually quit being an attorney and did that full time. So if I were to say what motivates you, what motivates me is, being able to financially take care of me, myself, and for me to help empower other women, to be financially independent. When I had my salon, I had over 100 employees. And when you get hired at Subic Express, the first thing you are getting is a budget. We are getting money management lessons. We are getting I would do a full training on how to perfect your craft, because a lot of the girls will come dependent on a man, and we're not going to be dependent on nobody, right? So you want to keep what motivates you specific to the question. Next is asking, what's the story behind your business, right? So why did you start your business? So if I'm talking about me, I started my business because my salon was open 7 days a week, walk-ins welcome. So my business was doing something that no one else was doing in my industry. There was not another African-American salon that was open 7 days a week and that walk-ins were welcome. So I was something new. So if you have either a product that's new or a product that has a different type of ingredient in it, or you have, you're doing a service a different way. If you are like something new, talk about why I'm doing this business because this problem's not being solved. So what's the story behind my business? Well, there were no salons that were open 7 days a week that allowed walk-ins. Being a busy attorney, my schedule fluctuates. I may not be able to book 2 weeks in advance. And I realized there were a lot of women like me who had hectic schedules and would love to be able to go to a salon on a Sunday or a Monday. So that's why I opened up my salon. The next question is asking is, what are the opportunities and challenges? So I will talk about whatever were the challenges I had in opening up my salon. Okay. So that's going to be the first question that we're answering on the Amber grant. Super simple. Okay. All of this is based on your story, why you did your business, blah, blah, blah. This is nothing complicated. We do not need a grant writer, okay? And we're going to go in detail as to how to find grants and how to apply for grants in my free masterclass tomorrow. So if you want the link and you're on my Instagram page, type in bank in the comments. If you're on my TikTok, click the first link in the bio and click that first link. Okay, here's the second question. The second and final question for the Amber grant. Tell us what you would do with the money if awarded a grant. The sub question is, please be specific about your plans if you won the $10,000 grant and the $25,000 end of the year grant. What would you do with the money? Be specific. So you want to talk about how much you need for each category. So when you're applying for grants, you want to know, ask yourself, what could I ask for that will make me money in 30 days? when we're talking about a business grant, they're not looking for a story. They're not looking for, I don't have any clients, my business is suffering, I need to catch up on rent. They are not looking to, save the whale when it comes to a business grant. They're looking to give money to a business owner that's going to flip that money, going to do something with that money, because they're going to run to you at the end of the year and say, hey, Joy, what did you do with the $10,000 grant? They're looking for an aha story. They're looking for, I was able to, add some more employees to my business. I was able to add another location. I was able to remodel my business, get new equipment, get new software, get a patent or a trademark. What do you need the business for? What does your business need that will help you make money in 30 days? You have to first think about that to figure out what is it that you need. Would another employee working in your business, so that kind of maybe they can do the answering the phones, maybe doing the emails, doing all the, clerical work, and that would allow you more time to be able to be in your business. Maybe if you had some equipment, you could do your business better. Maybe you have the equipment, but it may be outdated. If you got newer equipment, maybe that would help you do your business faster. Or if I got this equipment, I could then add another lane of business, another lane of income to my business, right? Maybe my brick and mortar location may be a little dusty, right? Maybe if I had, did like a quick little remodel. A fresh, maybe let's say I have Joy's barbecue, right? And she's just dusty. That's it. A lot of people been there. She just needs like a little touch up. So maybe like a cute little paint job, switch out some light fixtures, maybe upgrade our tables, get some paint, a cute little remodel would kind of give my business a fresh look, right? So a remodel. Maybe if I could, let's say I sell this sweatshirt, right? But it costs me $20 here in the US to get this sweatshirt, and I'm selling it for $40. But if I went across the waters, I could get the same sweatshirt for $10. But I would have to order a larger quantity, but I don't have the funds just to re-up and get that larger quantity. So maybe being able to purchase inventory at a cheaper rate. If you are in a net 30 business, you're in transportation, maybe commercial cleaning, where you have to do the job, upfront the supplies, the payroll, do the job, and then you get paid 30 days later. If you're in a net 30 and we don't have an excess cash flow, you cannot grow your business because you don't have the money to grow it. So let's just say I have Joy's cleaning service. I'm thebomb.com. I have 2 daycares, and they're like, hey, you do so good. We want to give you all 20 daycares. Well, thanks, but I don't have the money to upfront the cleaning supplies for 20 daycares, to upfront the payroll for 20 for all these daycares. So I can't even expand my business because I don't have the upfront capital due to the fact that I'm on a net 30 payment system, right? So some industries, they make you do the work and then you get paid. So that would be a reason to ask for a grant. Think about, what does your business really need? If I am making a product, I have Joy's hair growth oil, right? When Beyonce came to Houston, the paparazzi caught her greasing up Blue Ivy's scalp with my hair growth oil. And, now I have thousands of orders, just sitting, waiting to be shipped out. Waiting to be packaged and shipped out. But I'm a small business. I'm actually making the oil in my house. Well, there's no way I can make all the oils for this large order. I may need to hire some employees to help me make the oils, or I may need to outsource for a manufacturing company to produce my oils and package them and label them and then just ship them to me already packaged, right? Well, that's when the manufacturing will cost something. And then, of course, we cannot send our formula anywhere without it first being patented. If I just send the company my formula, they're going to take my formula, either make it themselves or give it to a bigger competitor. So I have to first patent my formula. That's going to be about $5,000 or $10,000, then get it produced. All of these things would make me more money, and those are the things that you should be asking for. Maybe you need some software that's expensive. Maybe you need some equipment, some computers. I don't know what your business needs. You do. This is another reason why I always say we don't need a grant writer, because your business is your baby. You're the person who is sacrificing your money, going into debt, missing out on family time, all to, bring this bad boy to light. So who is the best person to talk about your baby? You, right? So I went over these 3 applications to show you guys how simple business grants are. So if you never written a grant before, great. At one point in time, you never rode a bike before, you never drove a car before, and you guys were able to ride a bike and drive a car, hopefully by now. So the most important part of, applying for business grants is going to be knowing, why do you need the money? Now, let me tell you what we're not going to ask for. We're not going to ask for operating expenses. We're not going to ask for, I just need a cushion. We're not going to say, oh, I'm behind on my rent. I need to catch up on these bills. None of those things are making us money. So if you want to ask for things that will make us money, okay? If you guys want, detailed information as to how to apply for these business grants, how to properly structure your business, how to market your business. If you're on Instagram, type in bank, and the link to my free masterclass tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time will be sent to you. If you are on my TikTok, click that first link in the bio, and you can sign up for my masterclass, okay? So when it comes to business grants, small business grants are not industry specific, right? They're just for small businesses. So you have consulting firm, you do coaching, you have a trucking company, you're a baker, you're a caterer, you do lashes, hair, or nails, you have a fitness gym, whatever your business is, that's fine. You're a realtor, you're a broker. They're looking for small businesses. Now, within the business grant, on my grant bundle, there are some grants that are niche specific. So if you're in the restaurant industry, if you're a realtor, if you are a veteran, if you are, what else are there? In the beauty industry, if there's some grants are industry specific. Some grants will just be for Hispanics and Latinos. Some will be just for women. Some will be just for African Americans. But for the most part, business grants are for any kind of industry besides the niches, okay? So if you can't afford, if you want a link to my grant bundle, type in grants in the comments. A link will be sent to you. If you're on my TikTok page, click the second link in my bio. I have over 1,000 business grants you can apply for. If you can't afford my bundle, you can Google business grants. But I just gave you 3 today. I gave you the Galaxy grant giveaway. I gave you the Black History Makers, and we just did the Amber grant. Those are 3 right there, okay? So grants are super simple, and you're applying online. They're asking you a question, and you are just answering that question, okay? I'm going to break down how to answer it, how to make your business stand out in my free masterclass tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I want to challenge everyone who's on this live or on my TikTok, at least type in these 3 grants, apply for these 3 grants by tomorrow. Just apply for the business grant, just to go ahead and get that first grant applied for, so you can at least see how simple it is. Then I want to challenge everyone, every month, apply for 5 to 10 business grants, right? Apply for 5 to 10 every single month. Take one Sunday out of the month, sit down for about 30 minutes to an hour, and just send out 5 to 10 applications. It's going to increase your chances of winning. You're going to get accustomed to applying for grants. as you start applying for the grants, you're going to see, hey, it's kind of like the same questions being asked, just asked differently. And then 4, if you save your answers, then you'll be able to just really copy and paste from each application because they're really asking for the same thing, okay? Grants are a great way to get capital into your business that's not based on credit. They're not going to ask for financials. They're not going to ask for a balance sheet, a profit and loss, 2 years tax returns. They're not going to ask for that. You can apply for as many grants as you want. So if you have 3 LLCs, then each LLC can apply for each of these grants because each LLC is a separate entity or a separate person, which is why I preach so much on why it's so important to have each of your businesses in its own LLC. Don't just combine them, okay? So that's our grant walkthrough. I will save this live on my Instagram page. My TikTokers, I'm gonna see if I can post a live. I don't know. I'm new on TikTok. I don't really know how to work it, but I'm gonna see if I can save this live on my page. If you came in late, catch it from the beginning. I'm having a free masterclass tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. I'm going over how to properly structure your business, how to apply for business grants, how to market your business, and then also how to protect your assets. So whether you're a startup business or a more established business, I got something for you. Type in bank in the comments on my Instagram page for the link. And then on my TikTok page, you want to click the first link in my bio, and that will give you the link to my free masterclass tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I want to say is there a beauty one? There's another one. I wanted to see if I could do one that's like industry specific so y'all can kind of see. Bam. So when you talk about industry specific grants in my grant bundle, I have a section for veteran grants. So the veterans, they call y'all vetpreneurs. So any veterans, anyone who served in the military, thank you. You guys can apply for business grants and the veteran grants. If you're a woman, you can apply for all the business grants in my bundle and all the woman-owned business grants. If you're an author, if you're in music or you're a producer, they have their own grant. If you have a beauty product, a hair, skin, or nail product, they have their own niche for grants. If you're in film or music, they have their own niche. What else we got? In the restaurant, food truck, catering, lounge industry, they have their own niche. I have a tab in here for grants that are felon friendly. So there are all different types of grants, but the majority of the grants are going to be for just small businesses, any kind of industry. Okay, so you don't look. So if I'm a realtor, don't look just for a realtor grant. Don't look for a construction grant. Look for a small business grant. Okay, if you can't afford my grant bundle, it's $99. Type in grants in the comments for the link, or Google small business grants, and just start applying for business grants. Make sure that you are, putting your best foot forward with, having your landing page, business social media. But I'm going over all of that in my free masterclass tomorrow. So just type in bank in the comment for the link. And if you're on my TikTok page, you can click that first link in the bio to sign up for my class tomorrow. Okay, so everyone needs to apply for at least one business grant by Sunday. Okay, I know it's late and it's Saturday. I'm gonna give you some time to go to bed, but tomorrow morning we just need to be just send one off, just so we can kind of get our first. It's kind of like, let's just get our feet wet, right? Let's just send one off so we can at least say, I've applied for a business grant. You went through and now you understand what it is. My TikTokers, I can't send you a link on TikTok. You have to go into my click the link in my bio, and you have to click that first link and you can sign up for my class there. Once again, the most important reason why we are applying for grants is we do not have to pay the money back. It's not going to affect our cash flow. On the first of the month, we are not going to have another bill. We are not, utilizing all of our credit, making our credit go down. We are not, depleting our savings account. We are able to apply for grants and have that money and not have to pay it back. We do need to use the money, though, for business expenses. So don't get this grant and be in Dubai and be in Tulum turned up. That's not what the grant's for. We need to be doing something in our business, paying an expense, rent, remodeling, inventory, supplies, marketing, payroll. Anything that's business related is what the grant money can be used for. And we want to make sure that if we're getting free money, that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing with the grant money. They're not going to ask you for receipts. They are going to ask you for an aha story, because they're going to want to put you on the website and show you off as to how their $10,000 helped your business, right? So all they want is either when you apply, if you look on the page, look for what the past winners are. Either they're going to want a picture of you or a video talking about what the grant did for you. So I was able to open a second location. I was able to get a brick and mortar location. I was able to, increase my profits by 20%. I was able to add another line of inventory. I was able to get new, whatever it is that you do for your, whatever it is that's business related that you use the grant money for is fine. They're looking for the aha story as to how this money helped you, because they have to now run back and where they got the money from. Hey, we helped business A, B, and C do X, Y, and Z. So now, can we get some more money next year? Okay. So that is that. I will save this live on my Instagram page and my TikTokers. I will see if I can save my live. We'll see. Have a good night. Bye.